What happens to a woman's body when she experiences an orgasm? You'll be shocked by the truth. Did you know that the average female orgasm lasts far longer than most women think? Some studies show it can go on for up to a full minute. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on this fascinating topic. Your engagement helps us bring more science-backed, eye-opening content every week. Introduction: the science of pleasure and time distortion. Have you ever wondered how long a female orgasm truly lasts? You might assume it's just a fleeting couple of seconds, maybe even less. But modern research paints a very different picture. While most women underestimate their orgasms, scientific tracking tells us that an orgasm is a complex physiological event involving multiple body systems firing in perfect synchrony. To understand this better, we first need to look at how scientists measure orgasms in a lab. Researchers don't simply rely on self-reporting. They use sophisticated tools to track pelvic floor contractions, heart rate spikes, blood pressure changes, and even vaginal blood flow. Each rhythmic contraction, occurring roughly every 0.8 seconds, signals the peak of sexual pleasure. Heart rates can soar to 110-180 beats per minute, and blood pressure can climb significantly. Observable physical changes like pupil dilation, skin flushing, and muscle tension also mark the onset of climax. But here, the mind-blowing part: when compared to lab measurements, most women dramatically underestimate the length of their orgasms. Why? Because time perception becomes distorted during sexual pleasure, a phenomenon known as temporal dissociation. Before we continue, make sure to like this video, share it with friends, and leave your comments below. Let's discuss how long you think your own orgasms last compared to the science. Timeline of the female orgasm, step by step. 1. Initial arousal 0-5 minutes. The journey to orgasm begins with sexual arousal. Arousal increases blood flow to the genitals, lubricates vaginal tissues, and sensitizes nerve endings, setting the stage for orgasmic pleasure. Scientific studies show that taking time during foreplay significantly affects the duration and intensity of climax. For instance, research highlights that longer periods of stimulation lead to more prolonged and intense orgasms, making it crucial to enjoy this build-up phase fully. Practical tip: focus on extended foreplay and mindful touch. These early minutes can drastically enhance the overall experience. 2. Peak excitement 5-10 minutes. As arousal intensifies, pelvic floor muscles begin contracting rhythmically. These contractions are the biological markers of orgasm, occurring approximately every 0.8 seconds. During this phase, heart rate and blood pressure spike. Interestingly, a 1985 study measuring vaginal blood flow in 28 sexually active women found that it took an average of 7.8 minutes of self-stimulation for women to reach climax in a controlled lab setting. Women were asked to estimate the duration of their orgasm afterward. The results were striking. Most guessed far too short, averaging just 12 seconds, while actual orgasms lasted around 20 seconds. In fact, 86% underestimated the length of their climax, demonstrating how our perception of time is skewed by intense pleasure. Personal insight: I've spoken with countless women who are surprised when they learn their orgasms are longer than they thought. Many assume short orgasms are less satisfying, but intensity often matters more than duration. 3. Climactic contraction 10-20 seconds. The core orgasm phase is marked by involuntary rhythmic contractions of the pelvic floor, uterus, and anal muscles. These contractions not only feel incredible but also serve a biological function, such as enhancing blood circulation to the genital region and promoting reproductive fitness. Here, what science reveals: short orgasms lasting 3-15 seconds are common, but longer ones, 20 to nearly 120 seconds, also occur frequently. About 40-48% of women report orgasms lasting 30-60 seconds or longer. This wide range shows that orgasm isn't a uniform experience, it's highly individual. Practical example: one woman described her orgasm lasting 45 seconds during a particularly intense intimate session with her partner. She said it felt like a roller coaster of contractions and waves of pleasure. 4. Post-orgasmic recovery 20-60 seconds. After the peak, heart rate, blood pressure, and muscle contractions gradually return to baseline. Physiologically, the body enters a refractory-like phase where heightened sensitivity gradually diminishes, but psychological pleasure often lingers. This afterglow can enhance intimacy, emotional connection, and satisfaction with the sexual experience. Scientific insight: Studies show that post-orgasmic skin flushes and elevated mood hormones like oxytocin and dopamine contribute to lasting feelings of closeness and well-being. Factors that affect orgasm duration. 1. Arousal level. The more aroused a woman is before orgasm, the longer and more intense the experience tends to be. This is why foreplay, fantasy, and gradual stimulation are so important. 2. Type of stimulation. Orgasmic experience varies depending on stimulation type, clitoral, vaginal, or combined. Brain imaging studies show that combining clitoral and vaginal stimulation activates more areas in the sensory cortex, producing stronger and more satisfying orgasms. Practical tip: explore different types of stimulation and observe what feels best. Combining methods often maximizes both duration and intensity. 3. Hormonal influences. Sexual response changes across the menstrual cycle. Estrogen peaks during ovulation can make orgasms more intense and longer lasting. Progesterone and testosterone fluctuations can also subtly influence arousal and contraction strength. 4. Psychological factors. Stress, anxiety, or distraction can significantly reduce both intensity and duration. Mindfulness, emotional connection, and a relaxed environment enhance orgasmic potential. Example: women who practice mindfulness-based sexual therapy often report longer, more satisfying orgasms because they remain fully present and engaged in the moment. 5. Pelvic floor health. Strong pelvic floor muscles amplify orgasmic contractions. Weak muscles may result in shorter or less intense orgasms. Pelvic floor exercises like Kegel exercises can dramatically improve sexual pleasure over time. Scientific study. Research confirms that women engaging in regular Kegel exercises experience more powerful and prolonged orgasms with stronger contractions and improved control. 6. Medications and aid. Certain medications, such as SSRIs, can reduce orgasm intensity or make climax more difficult. Additionally, aging naturally decreases nerve sensitivity, potentially shortening orgasm duration. Maintaining overall health, cardiovascular, neurological, and hormonal, can preserve sexual function as one ages. Age and orgasm duration. Interestingly, research shows women aged 31–40 often report the longest orgasms, averaging around 30 seconds. This may be due to greater familiarity with their bodies, less body image-related anxiety, more experience with sexual techniques. Younger women may have intense orgasms, but timing and body awareness often improve with age. Myths versus reality. Myth: longer orgasms are always better. Reality: quality matters more than duration. A short, intense orgasm can be just as satisfying as a longer one. The key is pleasure, emotional connection, and personal fulfillment, not the clock. Practical tips to enhance orgasm duration. 1. Build arousal slowly, don't rush. 2. Combine stimulation types, experiment with clitoral and vaginal stimulation. 3. Strengthen pelvic floor muscles with Kegels or similar exercises. 4. Manage stress and cultivate presence during intimacy. 5. Experiment with timing, discover what works best for you and your partner. Shocking scientific insights. Female orgasms can last up to 2 minutes in rare cases, much longer than commonly assumed. Most women underestimate their orgasm length by almost half, a phenomenon linked to temporal perception distortion. Pelvic floor strength directly correlates with contraction intensity, not just duration. Psychological state, hormonal fluctuations, and stimulation type all have measurable effects on orgasmic experience. Conclusion: the takeaway. So what happens to a woman's body when she orgasms? It's an intricate multi-system event lasting anywhere from 20 to 60 seconds on average with extreme variability. Most women perceive their orgasms as shorter than they actually are. Factors like arousal, stimulation type, pelvic floor strength, hormones, and psychological state influence duration and intensity. At the end of the day, pleasure quality outweighs sheer length. Understanding the science behind orgasms can help women enjoy more satisfying sexual experiences and make intimacy more fulfilling. If you found this information eye-opening, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, subscribe for weekly updates, and comment below with your thoughts or questions about orgasm duration. Let's start a conversation about sexual wellness and the fascinating science of pleasure.